finally a little green in the crypto market, and we are going to feed off of it. Guys, we need some good green action to look towards right now, because you can see at the top of the screen we are sitting at a level of 10 extreme fear. This is the lowest level sentiment has been that I can remember. Okay, if you actually look at the charts, the lowest level on the chart, absolutely, utterly destroyed in terms of people excited about cryptocurrency right now. So yes, we'll talk a little bit about that, how it may have led to what the bottom might be. Of course, nobody knows for sure. And we're going to talk about Shiba Inu coin and the so-called developers who are now playing the victim. Oh, so sad for them. Let's talk about it. If it sounds like something you're interested in, let's get started. What's up, everybody? I'm Clay. Now, I'm going to jump into this article in a second, but I do want to say thank you guys for watching the video. I know this is on Claybro Clips, not the Claybro channel, so if you want to click subscribe, I appreciate it. I can start posting on Claybro again in about 2-3 weeks here. I think maybe December 5th. But moving on from that, I'm going to be posting consistently on both channels. With that being said, however, YouTube is really cracking down on cryptocurrency content. They don't like it. Okay, they consider it gambling, and that is not what we're here to do. What is permitted are general discussions, okay? Educational content, news, and discussions about cryptocurrency. What we're doing is discussing crypto. Yes, I will discuss prices. Yes, I will discuss my opinion and, I guess, add my commentary to the latest news articles that are out there. And yes, I will talk about, buying and selling and what I choose to do. But in no part of this video is that a recommendation, a promise, a promotion, or anything. If I talk about coins I own, great, I own them. Now, I do feel bad that I keep saying this in all the videos. I truly do believe that it is an insult to your intelligence that I have to come in here and explicitly say it over and over and over and over again. You guys are smart, right? YouTube thinks you're dumb. There's no way around that. YouTube thinks you're dumb. So I have to abide by the rules, and the rules need to make it very clear that this is a discussion talking about the latest news, cryptocurrency prices, and so on. So with that being said, let's jump into what's happening right here, because we're finally getting some green days. $87,300 Bitcoin, 3% gain on the day, 3%, 7% for XRP. So we're starting to see some very nice action. Prices, still low. Right? But we finally got that green candle right there, which is good news. But here's the thing that ticks me off the most, okay? The Shiba Inu coin ecosystem team, right? And they add Shiba Inu coin in front of it because it's marketing purposes. They know that Shiba Inu coin is one of the strongest communities in the entire world, and they did not build for, they did not build SHIB, they did not build to improve it. They built around it. Okay, to market themselves to the Shiba Inu coin community, and now they're playing the victim. Now the SHIB army or the SHIB community, they're the bad guys for questioning the so-called development team. So let's see what they're saying here. Shiba Inu coin developer. He's not a Shiba Inu coin developer. Never developed Shiba Inu coin. Never touched Shiba Inu coin. Copy and pasted Shibarium. All that stuff. KAAL addresses coordinated attacks on the core SHIB team as it drops to 700 points per coin. It says the ecosystem, not SHIB developer, get that through your heads, not the SHIB developer. KAAL has spoken out against coordinated attacks targeting the cryptocurrency's core development team. The developer raised concerns about a pattern of negative statements directed at the team members who have dedicated years of their lives building the ecosystem. KAAL took to social media to highlight what he describes as a deliberate attempt to undermine the legitimate Shiba Inu coin team. He characterized these efforts as calculated strategy designed to discredit established developers while promoting alternative agendas. The developer specifically noted those under attack have spent considerable time earning credibility within the community through consistent work and dedication. They are always the good guys, and they can do no harm. Guys, all that I ask, right, look at their track record. They've ticked me off for the last 5 years. You guys know that, but look at their track record, okay? Every single partnership that they have supposedly orchestrated has, not just vanished, right, but it's essentially been detrimental to Shiba Inu coin, to the entire ecosystem that they've built. They've all fallen through. And not only have they fallen through, they've devastated anybody who's invested in them. Bone, Leash, Shiboshi's, Wellies, John Richmond, Playside Studios, Manny Pacquiao. Remember that? They wanted you to donate to Manny Pacquiao's foundation. United Arab Emirates. They've got all of these different ideas. The metaverse, Marcy Jastra. Like, think about this, guys. Go through the lands. Remember the metaverse lands where they sold like $100 million? Those lands are worthless. They don't exist. There's no metaverse. So when you look at the facts, you really start to understand the situation. And the latest, this victimization, right, that they are playing right now, all comes from the fact that the SHIB magazine, right, people are now questioning the SHIB magazine, and we have stated this since day one. They told you the SHIB magazine was the only source of unbiased news that you could get surrounding Shiba Inu coin and its entire ecosystem. Well, people are saying that it's biased, right? That it's controlled by a singular team that is solely focused on promoting their agenda, and that's exactly what they're doing, right? It's propaganda. They will not allow commentary. They will not allow outside opinions. They will not allow discussions to take place there. It's propaganda. And people are finally starting to realize that. And when they point it out, the ecosystem team, which is just KAAL now, right? He's the only one bold enough to post on social media. Satoshi has all but disappeared. Dude's riding off into the sunset with all the money that he walked away with. Lucy just blocks everybody. Everybody else. There's no ecosystem team even in existence anymore, right? They're not building anything for SHIB or the ecosystem. They're not doing anything anymore other than complaining that people are now disgusted with their actions. So with all of this negativity being said, do I still believe in SHIB? Yes, I do. Now, you can ask me why. It's not because of the ecosystem team or anything like that. I hate the price action right now, same as all you guys, I'm sure. I own this coin. I want this coin to go up, right? But there are several things that you can look at. The size of the community, the engagement of the community, and trust me, right? I post videos all the time. Yes, a lot on SHIB, but I post videos all the time on cryptocurrency content. There is no community in the game as dedicated as Shiba Inu coin. XRP, I mean, XRP guys are kind of crazy. You know, they're the ones that think XRP is going to $100,000 a coin. You know, the equivalent of Shiba Inu coin going to $1 and so on. They've got their crazy minds too, and they're very dedicated as well. But in terms of meme coins, Shiba Inu coin is second to none. The quote-unquote ecosystem team knows that, and they try to take advantage of it. So look at it in an unbiased manner. Look at the facts, make your determinations, and make your decisions. I have decided to invest. Now, one of the places that I do so is the KCEX exchange. Lowest fees in the industry. You get the best selection of crypto in the entire industry. And of course, you can trade on 125x leverage if you want. That is not a recommendation for you to go out and use any exchange, right? It's not a recommendation for you to go buy, sell, swap, trade cryptocurrency. Absolutely not. YouTube would never allow that. But if you're going to make that decision for yourself, at least know that these exchanges exist so that you can compare and contrast and find the one that works best for you. With that, let me know what you guys find down in the comments below. And until the next time, hope that each and every one of you have an awesome day.